It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Jefferson. A gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Cousins now from the 50. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
On the deep ball. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Jefferson, incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Final play of the half, Cousins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
For the Raider field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that'll do it for the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the half will begin with a touchback. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
On second and 12, Carr. Taking it in over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, down at the 31. Counter play with Jacobs. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Josh Jacobs.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 29 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. Raiders following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Another 3 and out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Find Thielen on the right side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Jeff Gladney.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On play action, Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Cousins now. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
And goal at the Raiders' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Tie game. Fourth quarter, you're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw his car. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw, Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Carr. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Josh Jacobs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
5-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Brings up 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. What can Cousins do in the OT? This one brought in by Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 36 yards out.
6-yard attempt.
Split the uprights.
24.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it.